Most fans only see what makes it onto the screen. The drama, the blood, the big twists. But behind the scenes of Squid Game Season 3, that's where the real surprises live. From actors breaking down during rehearsals, to hidden set secrets you were never supposed to notice. The cameras kept rolling even when the official scene had ended. This video dives deep into the best behind-the-scenes moments that changed how the season was made, and how we see it now. Whether you're a super fan or just curious, these revelations will make you appreciate the show in a whole new way. Before the cameras roll, the cast rehearses in a space known simply as the box, a stripped-down room with just enough props to simulate the games. One of the most intense rehearsals was for the opening of Episode 1, where hundreds of new contestants are introduced in silence. The production team recorded multiple takes of simple walking and breathing to get the timing just right. Lee Jung-jae, Gi-hun, reportedly asked the director to repeat a scene 5 times. Not because he missed a line, but because the emotional weight didn't feel honest yet. Director Dong-hyuk encouraged the actors to improvise and adjust their body language depending on how exhausted or hopeful their characters felt. Rehearsals weren't just technical, they were emotional workouts. Several cast members admitted to crying after rehearsal days, not from stress, but from the psychological pressure of reliving trauma, even in fiction. Squid Game's visual identity is instantly recognizable, but few fans realize how intentional every stitch and structure really is. In Season 3, the pink guard uniforms were redesigned with sharper angles and slightly darker tones. Why? To signal a growing authoritarian edge as the game evolves. Even the masks had subtle upgrades. The square, triangle, and circle symbols were made more angular to reflect the growing tension between ranks. The sets, especially the new Bridge Challenge Room, were built with impossible angles inspired by M.C. Escher, giving a sense of vertigo on camera. And in one deleted scene, a hallway was painted entirely in blue, a color meant to evoke dread, used only once in the entire series. Set designers reportedly spent weeks adjusting the lighting of a single corridor to achieve the right balance between mystery and discomfort. That's how detailed this show is. While some fans think Squid Game relies heavily on CGI, the truth is almost the opposite. Season 3 leaned into practical effects more than ever, from breakaway glass panels to hydraulic lifts underneath the challenge platforms. The famous light tunnel scene in Episode 5? Mostly practical. The flickering lights and collapsing ceiling were created using a custom-built rig, triggered by a live switchboard. Real sparks flew. Literally. Camera movement also played a huge role. Director of photography Lee Hyung-dyuk used handheld cameras during emotionally chaotic scenes, but switched to wide, still shots for the games to reinforce the idea of being watched. Like Prey. Even blood splatter was rehearsed. Multiple dummy torsos were tested to see which gave the best splash pattern. That might sound gruesome, but it's all part of the craft. Playing a Squid Game contestant isn't just acting, it's endurance. New cast members like Park Yu-young and Ryu Jun-yeol spoke openly in behind-the-scenes interviews about the toll their roles took. Before the shooting began, each actor underwent psychological profiling to determine how far they could go emotionally. They weren't forced to relive trauma, but were encouraged to tap into moments of fear, shame, and desperation from their own lives to fuel their performance. Wee Ha-jun, returning as the detective, revealed that one scene, where he confronts a dying player, hit too close to home. "It felt like I was losing someone in real life," he said. Cast bonding was essential. Many scenes were filmed in complete silence, so the actors developed subtle eye signals and breathing rhythms to stay emotionally connected without lines. It was acting, but also something more intimate, something heavier. While the show itself is intense, the production set was full of unexpected moments, some hilarious, others heartwarming. During the filming of the Candy Game, one actor bit too hard and chipped their tooth, only to stay in character and keep going. The footage was so raw, it was used in the final cut. The behind-the-scenes stories of Season 3 don't just explain how things were made, they reveal why they hit so hard. Every drop of fake blood, every tear, every pause in dialogue, it's all part of a massive collaboration. So next time you watch Squid Game, don't just look at the surface. Look at the cracks between scenes. That's where the real magic is.